Today, I want to talk about a very interesting World War I game that I think looks incredible, and this is from the developers behind Tannenberg and Verdun, and it's set in the Alps on the Italian front. We're going to see authentic gear, weapons and locations recreated with the help of historians, and we're going to see two new factions, Italy and the Austro-Hungarians, and authenticity is playing a centre role in Isonzo. Platforms. It will come to PS4, Xbox One, PS5, Xbox Series X, S and PC according to a new IGN article. Fantastic news that they are bringing this to all platforms, so big hats off to them. They are known for bringing us console and PC ports. According to the description for this game, the fighting takes place amongst the scenic peaks, rugged valleys and idyllic towns of northern Italy. We could see from the trailer the maps were densely packed with lots of cover and objects, and for the mountainous maps, they had a breathtaking scenery that really contrasted with the brutality that was going on. I love the different elevation that the map seemed to offer. Looking at the trailer, you had enemies mounted on the top of a hill as soldiers try and run up that hill. It looked very interesting. We saw a map set in a town in northern Italy which looked even more interesting. It looked like it offered some varied gameplay as you fight through the tight streets in close quarter combat, maybe even being able to get in some of the buildings which could provide some nice vantage points. Towards the end of the trailer we did see what looked like a bridge collapsing. Could this be that certain points of interest do have the ability to be destroyed, cutting off the enemy and forcing them to go down a different route? They did mention on their Steam page that maps were dynamic, so I wonder what else is destructible and interactable. Interesting nevertheless. The developers are trying to make sure that this game is authentic as it can be. I'm sure you can see that from the trailer, but for example, look at the uniforms and gear that the soldiers were wearing. They look so meticulously put together. Take for instance that sentry soldier. Now take a look at the actual soldier gear from World War I. This is incredibly well done. Now compare it to Battlefield 1's sentry version. You can see how this game is taking even more care and attention to get everything historically correct, which I love. If you saw any weapons that you know the name of, please list them in the comments down below. That would be very helpful. But we saw a lot of cool weapons that I recognized. I saw for instance the Villa Perossa, which looked awesome by the way, but for the most part there was a lot of bolt action rifles, rifle grenades that I spotted, and pistols, but I think there is likely more weapons that we have not seen today. We are also getting the offensive game mode, which puts players right in the middle of a key historical offensive on the Italian front, from high altitude combat in the Alps through to the ferocious battles for the Isonzo River. So is this going to be some sort of grand operations sort of mode that they're adding here? I'm not really sure. It's quite vague. It doesn't really give us much to go along, but we are getting a new game mode, which is very interesting. Can't wait to learn more about that new game mode. It will be releasing for all platforms sometime 2021. They have not given us a release date yet. However, they promise, according to the Steam page, to keep players constantly updated. This really gets me excited. I'm not sure if the engine has been updated because it does look better in places. They mentioned on the Steam page they have upgraded their technology. Nevertheless, it looks clean, it looks great, and I want to play this. World War I hardcore authentic shooter. I'm sold. Want to become a member? It starts from $2.99. If you want to support me financially, that would be great. If not, that's totally fine, but it's there as an option. Drop a like and subscribe if you want to keep up to date with this title and many other authentic tactical shooters. If that's something that you do enjoy, I do cover that a lot on this channel. And until next time, have a good one.